Hey folks, Rudy with Alpha Investments. I know. Do you really just wake up and roll out of bed and just turn the camera? Maybe I do. Magic doesn't sleep. I don't have time for laundry and personal hygiene and cleaning. What's wrong with you all? Okay. My name is Timmy. You're watching Rudy's Investments. Today I want to talk about some market stuff. Overall sealed product. I've got a nice little list of different things I want to go over. I wanted to make like a little compilation of the things that surprise me. That's kind of the biggest thing right now. So I've got about 8 different things. Should take about maybe just under 15-20 minutes to discuss this, but yeah. So we're going to start with everybody's most obvious. Everybody wants to talk about it. VIP and double masters. So first things first, I've been filming this video. Obviously by now everybody knows the VIP double masters and the regular double masters booster boxes, the market is kind of inverted. So for those of you who are new to Magic or new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you always hit the thumbs down button 2 times per video. And remember, the Double Masters boxes at release were the hot thing. They pushed up to like $3.75 a box. They've come back down. Double Masters regular boxes are now stabilized at around $3.35 to $3.65 with taxes and shipping, and with a decent amount of supply on the market. It doesn't look like it's really running dry. Now, of course, those of you who don't know, the VIP boxes at the very beginning were simply just shunned. You had a lot of stores that were fire selling them online and sold a ton. Yeah, that's another video. But if I swear, I've gotten hundreds of people angry about buying in these. That's a whole other video. I need to do a video talking about this whole culture of, Rudy, I found a place that's 50 cents cheaper. I went all in. Rudy, now I'm involved with 7 different disputes. It's been 2 months. I can't get my product. This whole race to the bottom, and there's stores out there doing these crazy things, and they're fire selling the stuff, and they're not making money, and now they're having money problems, and all these people can't get product. That's a whole other video. So VIP packs have inverted. Now they're actually completely backwards. I'm getting massive messages. Everybody wants to buy more VIP packs. They're out of print. No distributor has any for sale, and the market is pushed to $100 to $110 a pack with shipping and taxes out the door. You essentially can't get them below $100 a pack anymore, which is incredible. Now I'm seeing people sending pictures of like VIP packs are in like Walmart and Target for like $120 to $140 a pack with tax. Holy smokes. First of all, I can't believe they put a product like that in Walmart or Target. Dude, you take some kahunas downstairs to play tetherballs and put that kind of product on a shelf in a big box store. Wow. Okay, so that's the biggest surprise I wanted people to know. The VIP and the double masters, they've inverted. Everybody wants VIPs. Regular double master boxes are flat, like I said, about that $3.35 to $3.65 with taxes and shipping. People are going to ask my opinion. Obviously, right now, I think the double master boxes are about accurately priced at about that $350 a box. I don't see them going higher or much lower in the sealed product realm. I do believe the single cards within double masters regular boxes will continue to erode and dissolve in value and kind of drift lower as people sell cards. Supply hits the market and people raise capital approaching the next, hype into the hype train of Super Zendikar release as we move on to the next hype of the month, flavor of the month. As far as the VIPs, same thing. I don't expect the showcase super fancy cards in them to really spike in price, maybe a couple. I don't expect much more depreciation in the top tier cards. The crappy ones probably will if people just raise capital. But I think, again, the sealed product of the VIPs is actually going to become the golden goose at this point, because simply put, there's not much left out there. And I mean, I've never seen such a 180 turn on demand for a product. It's absolutely incredible. So I do think VIPs are actually going to level out at about $125 to $150 a pack. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. Based on what I'm seeing, that's what I think is going to happen. All right, let's move on to the next crazy stuff. Didn't mean to spend so much time on that, everybody. People want me to talk about, Rudy, are you seeing what's happening with Amon Kitty Cat? Or your Kaladesh infamous set from years ago? Well, I haven't really been looking at it daily. So before I filmed this video here, I spent at least 2.5 minutes doing research and doing my homework. Holy smokes. Amon Ket boxes pushing the $200 a box already and like no supply available. English only, please. Please stop contacting me after the video saying, Rudy, I found hundreds of boxes, but they're all these different language. English only. You guys know I don't follow foreign prices here in the United States because it's not a liquid market, and most collectors, investors, at least the people I deal with, they don't want foreign boxes. So just English only. Sorry, everybody around the world. So Amon Ket English boxes, I mean, these things are going to $200 a box. They're going to be over $200 a box by the holidays. Not because the cards in the set are going up, Although a lot of people keep telling me, Rudy, I mean, they're never going to reprint those things. You can't even read those lottery cards. That's like pseudo reserve list. I've heard a lot about that. I agree and I disagree. I don't know. That's a whole other video also. But yeah, Amonkhet's going to be about a $250 box when the dust settles, probably by the holidays. I can't. I'm blown away by it. I didn't think it would move that quick, and I just can't get over that. Everybody, like, that was the product when I was selling $79.99 to the patrons. The only product that sold worse and the least amount of patrons bought would be Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan. I couldn't sell those things for $79 shipped to save my life. Like, I think, no joke, I think less than 7 to 8% of the patrons probably bought Amonkhet, Ixalan, or Rivals at $79.99 shipped when I had it for sale for like, what, 10 to 12 months? They didn't sell worth crap. Nobody wanted it. So remember, when you guys see these numbers today, I need everybody to remember, back in 2017, 2018, this was the era of the reserve list boom. New stuff was garbage. Iconic Masters collapsed. Amon Kitty Cat, Hour of Devastating Your Wallet, M25. Everything was doing bad. So people weren't buying. People weren't sitting on it. So to see this now is just incredible. And I know for a fact, people aren't hoarding millions of these items because they didn't sell. Okay. Kaladesh. Is that right? Kaladesh breaking $300 a box. I don't know what to say. Like, I knew Kaladesh was going to be $150 to $200 box. But now I'm seeing the supply is essentially approaching non-existent levels for Kaladesh. The boxes are pretty much pushing towards 300. Kaladesh appears to be over $300 a box by the time we hit the holidays. I don't know what else to say about it. This is strictly a supply issue. This has nothing to do with the cards in the set, skyrocketing, expected values, it has nothing to do with that, everybody. Kaladesh is simply put, the supply is just garbage. There is just, call around. Go to the big store websites. Go on Google Maps, take your clothes off, pick a random store on the internet, call their phone number and say, hey, do you have any Kaladesh boxes for sale? Seriously. Like, literally, I get emails and messages from the public, from Patron. I get people stop me locally in grocery stores. Hey, Rudy, I had a guy the other day, no joke, in a grocery store, literally buying taco shells and, like, I think I was making some salsa or queso or something. And a guy was literally like, hey, Rudy, what do you think of Kaladesh? You think there's, like, no joke. Like, it's just, we're in this bizarre world where, again, Kaladesh sold good, though. I don't want to downplay that. Kaladesh was a huge hit at the beginning, just like Battle for Zendikar. So that is not the same animal as like Amonkhet, Hour of Devastating Your Wallet, and of course the Colorful Dinosaur Arrow. So keep in mind, Kaladesh was a home run product, and everybody opened the crap out of that. I knew stores that did 1,000 booster box, mass box opening because of the Masterpieces lottery cards. It was a huge success. Of course, Standard was kind of, broken and wonky and issues, but the product itself, the raw data is what I go by, not really how Standard was, not how happy or angry people were. The raw data shows that Kaladesh was a home run, and that's all I'm going by. So, it's kind of funny now I'm going to make this transition. I know we're getting late in the video, so view time is probably down to less than a couple % of you watching. Now, we're going to make the transition to the video, and we're going to talk about the more flashier products, okay? Because I know this is getting a huge topic thing. I just realized I'm not even wearing the Alpha Investment shirt like 9 minutes in the video. That's funny. This is where I realize a lot of people have been asking me about the flashy products. They're concerned about the flashy products. Rudy, is there really an investable, collectible future for these flashy products? And I'm going to present data that says no, and I'm going to present data that says yes. And I want to see what you all think, or you just hashtag Rudy's just floppy hair, get a flippin' haircut, stop hoarding cardboard, whatever you want is fine with me. So we're going to talk about War of the Spark Mythic Timmy Edition. I know, I don't really talk about these products because they're toxic. This was the thing that I got threats and the misinformation, and I got bad information. It was just a disaster years ago. But I'm going to give you a little tap on the shoulder on this product. War of the Spark Mythic Edition had peaked at about $800 per little fancy stupid box on the open market, and there were a lot of sales. People kept saying it was going to go to 1,000 plus. Well, as I'm filming this video, you can literally go on eBay. There's multiple War of the Spark Mythic Editions for like $440, $450. I even saw one for $415, $420 the other day. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at, everybody. So yeah, no joke. So I mean, when you go from $800 as a high, because people thought War of the Spark Timmy editions were going to go to over 1,000, and now we're sitting at these products are sitting on eBay like mid 400s. That's brutal. A lot of people lost half their money. So a lot of people. Remember, most people couldn't get the product because it was a crap show. Everything just fell apart. So a lot of people were buying after all this happened within 90 days later, and everybody was paying between $700 to $900 a piece. Actual sold listings. There were hundreds of sold listings over $700. I swear there's even some sold listings at $900 to $1,000, but I can't confirm that. I don't have proof of that. But now, what's it been 9 months later, a year? I don't know how long time flies, everybody. When I see these things sitting at 450 collecting dust, I mean, that means anybody who bought at those previous levels and kept it sealed, I mean, you've lost half your money. We're talking nasty, 50% declines. That's brutal. And if you go to sell it now, then after shipping and eBay fees, you're probably going to lose 60%. Very, very brutal situation. This reinforces my concern for buying towards specialty fancy products that don't really have, I don't want to say utility because I don't know how to say it, but I'm still very adamantly against the Timmy Edition products, which brings me to the next thing, the Throne of Eldraine Deluxe Edition. Anybody remember that? It was this huge, like $450, $500 box set from Throne of Eldraine a couple years ago when Wizards was trying to make bigger and flashier products. This thing did terrible. Like, they were super heavy. The box was beautiful. I thought the product was beautiful, but the price was just out of control. And, with that being said, it's never done anything. It's been like a year. I think these things were trying to be sold on eBay for like $600, $700. They tanked back down. Last I sold, you can probably get them for $500 on eBay, which essentially is probably almost the same price you would have paid if you bought it at release a year ago. Again, reinforcing the danger of these flashy collector specialty Wizards design products. So these Timmy editions, these type of Throne Deluxe editions, these things are still there. I know people are going to ask, no, I don't have anything in these particular positions. I'm not a fan of. I think I may have gotten one Timmy edition, a collector. I think I did a collection you guys saw maybe like a year ago or 6 months ago where I had a sealed product collection. I think there was one, I don't know if it was War of the Spark Mythic Edition or Allegiance Mythic. I know I got one somewhere. It came in a big collection, but overall, still, I really use caution when dealing with these products, everybody. I can't get behind them because, again, they were marketed as a collector investor item, which is a huge no-no. Okay, so now I want to shift a little bit. That was kind of the anti-flashy product kind of standpoint. Now I'm going to jump over to like Ikoria collectors, Throne collectors, Theros collectors, and Core 21 collectors boxes. So this is a little different. So let's start with the obvious. Ikoria collector boxes. I thought for sure the market was going to dip to like 230s, maybe 220s for the Ikoria collectors boxes and collector booster packs, especially because of that whole sleeved boosters, the retail MJ Holdings type retail Walmart, Target. They rejected all the collectors packs. Wizards sent it back through the supply chain. They got distributed to all the stores. I thought for sure the Ikoria collectors products were going to drop in value by 10-15%. And I flippin' cannot believe I'm sold out of the Ikoria sleeved collector master cases that were used to stock big stores around the country. They sold out. I can't get any more. I tried to actually get some more to fill a few extra orders. Because I think I had 6 people who paid after the sale ended, so I'm trying to deal with that right now, but I can't get any more. And eBay, Ikoria collector boxes, $245 to $265 a box after shipping and fees. They didn't even drop in price. Unbelievable. Unflippin' believable. Even when supply took a hit on the market, that's incredible. I just really want to share. So now look at this. Throne of Eldraine collector boxes. So obviously there's a Throne of Eldraine retail blister master cases, which hint patrons, I got a special thing coming up for that. The price, Throne of Eldraine collector boxes and packs, $265 to $285 a box of 12 packs with shipping and tax, with almost no supply. I put a note on here, no supply, less than 10 sellers, less than 40 boxes on each. Holy smokes! Like, what happened to all the product? Stuff like that blow my mind. Like, I just can't, so it really shows that people do actually like and they want these collector boxes. Especially, there's a ton of people. It's funny, everyone. I don't get a lot of people asking to buy cases and cases of collector packs or boxes. But I get a ton of people actually asking, they want like one of each. Because they want to have like, because they're small, they don't take up much space, and they're really cool to have like, because they're all the same shape and they look really cool, like uniform and everything. But it's really cool to have like a Throne, Theros, Ikoria, Core. That it's neat to have one of each series, kind of like the Master Series in the past. A lot of people like that. So I see a lot more of that, where people just want a box to have a complete series, and some people want like a case of each. But I don't see people really I don't see a lot of people trying to get like 1,000 boxes because of the money and everything. So that's kind of interesting. I want to touch on this real quick also. The Core 21, M21 collector's boxes. Still nothing. You can hear crickets chirping. No uptick, no downtick, no excitement. Completely boring. Core set boredom set in. Core 21, $205 to $225 a box shipped with taxes. No difference. Hasn't gone up or down a penny. I had so many people like, Rudy, not buying this. I'm waiting till it tanks to 150, 160 like Theros. Okay. And I was like, well, what if it goes up? Because you do understand, WotC knew this, and they cut the print run by like 10 to 16% on the Core 21 collector boxes compared to like Ikoria to adjust for what they felt would be obviously weaker because it's a core set. So the funny thing is now we're heading towards the end of the year. Core 21's been out for what, a month, 2 months now? I mean, it's been out for a little bit. Just now coming off allocation. And the price hasn't gone up or down. And it's like, and I'm watching the supply dwindle on the open market. Let me give you a little flashback memory here. Anytime you have a product that is flat in price, that's the golden goose. Magic boxes that don't go up or down is a beautiful scenario. That means the market's in equilibrium. It's very rare. It doesn't happen much in the magic world. But when the market's in equilibrium, what starts to happen is the supply slowly gets bought up. It just slowly gets chipped away. So when you have that balancing act, and the supply is slowly being just chipped away with a little axe, eventually what's going to happen is, and again, it's funny too, because Core 21 is the newest of the collector boxes, and like the least amount of boxes are for sale. Even over, obviously, Theros, but even over Ikoria. There are less Core 21 collector boxes for sale than Ikoria, but a Core 21 is newer, and it doesn't appreciate in price. It's a very fascinating scenario, everybody. And I know people, well, Rudy's just trying to hype it. I don't really care. If you think I'm hyping it, then go buy it before it's hyped. If you think it's going to tank, then don't buy it. I just want to tell you guys, I've been watching it, and it's really fascinating to see a balanced equilibrium product, but the supply is just downticking every single week. And eventually, the supply is going to get low, and therefore, law of economics, supply and demand, elasticity, all those stupid things they teach you in those real schools and things when you leave your basement, the elasticity curves, whatever. So what's going to happen is eventually the price is going to naturally move from the market. Now, I don't know if that's going to be in a month or in 20 years, but go figure, right? All right, last thing today. Ikoria regular standard booster boxes, the first edition made in Japan boxes. Holy smokes. I know no one's watching this point anyways. Holy smokes, everybody. Ikoria first edition Japan boxes, eBay. The cheapest, $110 to $160 a box. The thing's not even out of print. Ikoria hasn't even been... Can you imagine what these things are going to be in 1, 2, 3 years from now? Like, I can't believe they're that high. I didn't think they would be pushing that. I mean, I saw sold listings for like 120, 130, 140 still. And I'm just like, okay, it should be a little bit more than the regular boxes, maybe like 10, 20%. But going to almost 150 a box for something that's not even out of print, a little like, whoa, that's kind of slow down, kids. That's what I really wanted to close the video on, everybody. I thought that was really fascinating. Last little tidbit, just obviously be aware, War of the Spark is really disappearing. It's fully out of print. That is a major, major product everybody needs to keep an eye on. I have a whole separate video on that coming up pretty soon. Remember, the Ravnica and the War of the Spark is the very last booster boxes to not have supplementary products. There's no collector boxes. There's no blister packs of collector boxes. There's not all these variants. War of the Spark is going to become the golden goose. Remember this. I know not many people are watching. That is the end of that era. It's a big deal.